on YouTube, and I'm gonna share the questions. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna split us in small rooms, so it's better to talk. Just a moment, guys. So I'm gonna split you. You're gonna see a pop-up on your screen, and 5 minutes remaining. I bring you guys back to the main room. Okay. So choose a leader, choose a person to be a leader and to make the conversation easier. Okay. Let me see, just a moment, guys. Okay, good. So I see you in a bit. So good. Good. So I already introduced myself. Rosalia, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, morning, guys. I'm Rosalia, I'm 54. I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I'm here in Chanty since June last year. I started here with in meeting it's English, but I participated for 3 months. After I give up a little, but now I need to return for improve my English because I am forgot a lot of words. I need to practice more. That's it.
Good, nice. Fabio?
Hi, my name is Fabio. I'm 29 years. I'm from Rio. I'm a software developer. I'm here to improve my English too. But yes, this is.
Nice,
I
nice.
will type right now.
Angela, can you introduce yourself, please? Angela, you there?
Sorry, just one moment.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. My wife was getting some things here. So I'm Angelo. I'm from São Leopoldo, Rio Grande do Sul. It's my first time here. I need to improve my English. I'm not practicing that much, so I really need to practice. Principal my conversation that I'm not practicing, so that's it.
Oh, good, awesome. Welcome again. Maria, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning. My name is Malu. Please call me Malu. I'm 24 years old. I live in São Paulo. I'm here in Tinti since February, I think. And I love Tinti.
Okay, awesome. So Malu, let's go Malu. Okay, so I'm gonna choose someone to read the first question, then you can answer and pick someone else. So I think it's kind of more dynamic this way. Okay. So Malu, can you start reading and answering it's actually the first question, but here's the second question, please.
Okay, so with COVID pandemic situation, a lot of work positions have changed the way of working in the office versus from home. What do you think about it? I started to work from home when the pandemic started, and the quality my life is too much better because I can cook my meal in the same time that I'm going to eat. So I don't need to prepare on Sunday to all the week. And then I learned how to cook really fast. So you can after that do another thing in 1 hour for lunch, for example. You can gym, practicing kind of exercise. You don't spend a lot of time in the traffic, especially if you live in São Paulo. What's horrible. So I think the work from home is too much better and changes the way of working. I wouldn't like to go back work in the office, especially every day, maybe one day a week, something like that, or sometimes for a specific meeting. But nowadays the team is hybrid, so there people can work from anywhere, and it's nice.
Yeah, true, true. I used to work in a company, and we arrived there at 7 a.m. So I had to work like I have to wake up like 5:30 in the morning. Sometimes it was even dark outside, you know. So it's completely different. Maria, can you pick someone, the next person to answer, please?
Yes, Rosalia, please.
Okay, I think so because with COVID situation was changed a lot because people can work more. I don't know why can I say this word now because people are more free. I think when they are working at home because I have more time to do things that I like go to the gym, because when they need to go to work, they waste a lot of time in the traffic. They want to enjoy this time doing other things that I like. In my case, I don't work more right now because I'm retired. But my children has changed a lot. Your workers because they need to in the beginning the pandemic they are start working at home, but now they are returned to office, but they comply a lot because they wanted to return work at home. They like more. I think is it. Oh, sorry, Fabio, can you answer the question now?
Yeah. Until the pandemic, I mean, go to work every day because my boss loves to everybody work together because we have integration. You can make and share. Um, sorry. We can share the knowledge, and this is good for everybody. But after the pandemic, everybody goes to house, and this is so good because we have much time to stay with her family. And I remember that I lost every day 3 or more hours in subway. This is not good, but right now I have this time to sleep or go to the gym or to make a food, and this is good. And I love to work at home because I have much time for me and I can save much money because I don't have this money to go to the choosing the subway. It is so good. And I love this. And you, Angel?
When the pandemic starts, I started to work from home, but the company that I work at don't don't believe that remote work works. So they called back everybody, but I changed my work, so I got another job that is remote, and the job only exists. The company that I work only hired me because of the pandemic. So they started after the pandemic, hired a lot from another places. They are from Rio de Janeiro, and I am Rio Grande do Sul. So I believe that the pandemic forced some kind of companies make a new business. I don't know, maybe a new situation that you can hire anybody from anywhere. Your employees can work for anywhere. It's great.
Yeah, actually, a lot of companies, I mean, companies from all over the world are hiring people like Brazil, like South America, because it's cheaper. That's my case actually. So it really has changed the way we work, right? Angelo, can you read the next one, please?
Are you working from home? If so, how has your routine changed? If not, how different would your routine be if you could work remotely? So I am working from home since I believe that's more than a year and a half maybe. And for me, it's great. I have much time, but the only thing that I don't like that you don't have so much interaction with another people, like when you gonna grab a coffee and you have a small talk. So it's the only thing that I miss. But the other things I think is great. I have much time to go to the gym, to spend with my cat, uh, and another things. Uh, and then that's it. So Malu, how do you think about it?
Well, I'm working from home too, and my routine changed a lot, especially as I said before, to cook my own meal, to make my own coffee. I love coffee, and coffee from office is generally horrible. So right now I can make my own coffee, and I love it. And also, well, work from home make permit do a English class right now, for example, because if I was in an office routine, probably now I would be in the traffic in a bus or metro, something like that. So it completely changed my routine, because then I can use my time to get to improve my skills, not just English, do another course. So it completely makes my work routine different. How about you, Fabio?
My life changed too. I miss to interact with friends. I miss this because I think when we go to the office, we have time to speak with everybody. But nowadays we have a squad in my job. We have a squad to if you split like here we have 5 or 6 person in the call, and we can talk with everybody all the day. We have 8 hours to talk with everybody to inside the class. And this is good because nowadays we don't have much change. During the week we have interaction with other teams and talk about, share the knowledge. And this is similar to go to the office. And this is good. Nowadays, we don't have change. It's similar to working in the office. And you, Rosalia?
I'm not working anymore, but my children, yes, because as I said before, but if I have to work remotely, I think my routine will change that a lot because I start studying English and the other languages when they start pandemic, then I have to stay more time at home. Then I start to study. Then my routine was changed that a lot too. But my son, for example, when they start to work at home, they have to change a lot your routine. Now he was returned at office. They have to change the routine because they don't have time more for go to the gym. At the same time, they need to go to another other time because now start to the college. They wanted to go to work, after work go to college, then after that to the gym. Then I think your routine is so tired now, and I am comparing, I don't know, with the routine. Then it's no my routine, but the routine my children. I think it's more comfortable. It's work at home than the office. I think everybody wants me.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody has answered. Yeah, so I think the number 4, it's quite what we are already talking about. So let's jump into number 5, right? So working from home, is it more beneficial for the company or for the employees? Fabio, what do you think?
I think this is comfortable for everybody because if the company has many low people in the company, they can save money with to pay. How can I say aluguel in English?
Rent?
Rent. The company
Yeah.
don't need to pay the rent for everybody because the most people are staying at home, and then this is good for the company and for the employees. We can save money because we don't lost this money in the subway, the bus, and this is good for everybody. I think this is the future. And you, Angela?
I agree with you. I believe that's good for both, because for the company you can hire you from anywhere. You don't have limits to hire someone. Maybe only the language that you can choose your employee. For the employee is good because you can live anywhere and you can live here. And we can live anywhere. You can travel. We can. My cat wants to join here, and I believe it's great. And you, Rosalia?
I think the both because both can save more money because the company save more money because don't have everyone there, and the company don't need to pay for traffic. I don't know when they needed to pay for this location, and for the employer they can save money because they don't have to stay this money for right now. The gasoline, I don't know how can I say, combustible has so so higher. And I think it's that because they can spend more time doing the things that I like. They can cook your food, don't need to spend money buy the food in the company. But I think it's the both. Yes. And you, Malu?
I think I completely agree with you, both. It's a benefit for both, especially because you can reduce costs and also the company. But I also think that the company saved time because we can, during our work time, jump one meeting to another one without displacement. So it makes us spend less money with, for example, Uber or another kind of transportation that probably the company would pay for us to be in a client and then another client, or maybe guest too, if you have a car from your work. So it also makes us save our time and the company's time because you can be in more meetings online.
Yeah, good point. Actually, I like my case where I used to work was beside was a shopping mall. Actually, it's a mall, right? And we used to have lunch there. And back that days, I used it to spend like 20 to 30 reals for lunch, to have lunch. And like yesterday, I went to the mall and I said, oh, I'm gonna eat something. Here was a Vivenda do Camarão. And guys, were so expensive. We were in two people and we spent almost 100 because it's like the plate is 40 reais. It's good. So 40 reais for so I was imagining when I was paying, I was wondering, oh my god, how would it be if I had to pay like every day to eat something different? No, because things are so expensive nowadays that I think would be impossible. Now it's really beggar because I can have lunch at my home, and even though it's still expensive, it's cheaper than eating the mall like every day. Let's go to go
The
ahead,
last
Fabio.
time I go to the to the office, I lost the 100 in one foot one day.
Yeah, it's so expensive, and
Yeah,
sometimes you have to pay for parking your car, and
yeah, it's so expensive. Near to my
yeah,
job, you pay 40 to 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 get a parking. 40 reais.
oh my god, yeah, it's same where I used to work, and I had to work I have to pay the, I don't know how I can say pedágio, so it was more 10 reais to pay the pedágio, so it's crazy. Fabio, can you read the next one, please? It's 6, right?
Number 6, okay. Do you think companies should pay all the costs, such as internet, electricity, office, furniture, like tables, chair, and etc.? I think this is happening right now. Not at all, but yeah, some companies make this right now because I have friends, and my friends get a ticket for internet, chair, tables, and this is happening. I think not in the future, but in the near months, we have this in every companies. I remember in the beginning of the pandemic, my boss paid for us 3 months for internet. This is good. I think this is possible to everybody. And you, Rosalia?
I think it's happy now because my son have a ticket for the companies for pay these things. That now he was returned for the office, then they don't receive more. But I think so, because the electricity is so hard to pay, and it's so complicated when everyone has at your home. It's more expensive. I think so, but the company was doing it now. And you, Angelo, what do you think?
Uh, I think that they should pay. Where I work, when I was hired, the company give me some money to buy to make my own office. Like they send me the computer, and they give me some money monthly to afford things like internet and electricity. So it's good. It some helps my to pay my some accounts. And you, Malu?
I agree. I think they need to help, especially because they don't have more this kind of costs. So we are affording this, and then I work it in a company where they made a commercial partnership with a furniture store to give us a discount. But then even with the discount, the store was too expensive. So I had to buy my furniture in another place because it doesn't make sense with my salary. So that's a good idea, but then you need to be reasonable. Maybe you need to see if it's not too expensive. But I think it's a good idea to help the employees with this kind of costs. Who didn't?
Yeah, I think everybody has
Okay.
answered. But let me ask you guys a question that just came to my mind. Okay, let's imagine, I think like internet and electricity, it's kind of monthly, so you can the company should pay, okay, monthly. But let's imagine the company is, I would say the verb wouldn't be given, but you got the idea, give some money for the employees to buy some furniture like tables and chairs when the employees start working at this company. But the next month, because I've seen a lot of this case, especially working with technology, people like quitting the job after 1 month, after 2 months, and changing the jobs, you know? What do you guys think? The employees should pay back this these things, or okay, the companies just lose the money? What do you think, Rosalia?
I think employee needed to pay or bring back. Yes, because the company lose the money. I think it's not right. Need to break.
What do you think, Fabio? Or Angela, do you just...
I think you we have a deal to do, because I think after 5 years, the table, the chair, this is not okay for the company get drop this for them. I think it's not. We can make a deal, because I don't know. For example, if I'm an employee, I say to my employee that I have this table because you lost me our contract. You don't have more contract anymore, and then you need to devolve my table. But when I get the table is disaster. They have no table. This is not good. I think we will have a deal to do this. And you, Angela?
Yeah, I think that they need to make like a contract, something like that. Maybe you need to stay at minimum 1 year in the company to not to pay back that money. If you quit earlier, you need to pay back something like or a part of it, like each month decrease, I don't know, 10%. But I believe that what Fabio said, that the furniture like chair is going to be bad in some years. So maybe the company each 3 or 4 years need to pay you some more money to like to get better your structure, because it's going to getting bad with the time.
And nowadays, my company, we have the company pay for our certificates, but we need to stay with them for the minimum 1 year. If we cancel the contract before 1 year, we need to pay for this certificate. This is good, but we need to pay attention for the little phrase.
Yeah, it's a way. Yeah, it's a way that the company can won't. There's a word like I think it's turnover, right? When the company the employee, I mean they hiring people and when people quit, and so it's a way to keep the employees working for the company, right? Malu, what do you think?
I think in general there is this kind of term where you need to stay for a period when the company pay for a course or a certification, and then you don't need to pay all the price, but part of the time, the period you didn't stay there. So it's a possibility related to furniture. But I think it happened so fast because of the pandemic that nobody thought about it. So they just had to do something related to remote work, and then it just stayed for another moment. And now we see the problems related to the situation.
Yeah, I agree. But the problem is if you have to give the money or the investment back to the company because you are quitting before this contract, the I think the bad part is the company bought this furniture in like you said, the store that you have discount is so expensive that it's more expensive than the other stores. So maybe you have to give the investment back, and it's so expensive that it's not worth it, right?
Exactly.
So let's go to the next one. It's number 7. So Malu, can you read, please?
Yes. What are the disadvantages of working remotely? I think you can be with your team together. It's good, but it's also bad sometimes. You never saw the people who you are working with, and it's different. I started working in a company during the pandemic, and I've never seen any of the people who I was working with, and it's not as I used it to do. So it was different. And other kind of disadvantages. Well, in a moment, I was working too much more remotely than if I was in an office, because I started at 8 and sometimes 1 a.m. I was working because we have lots of meetings, and after 6 p.m. I started to do what I had to do because then the meetings stopped. So that was a big disadvantages. How about you, Angelo?
I believe that you don't get really close to the guys that you work. You don't yet you don't know so them so in person. You don't have that small talk that you have in the office. Maybe it's harder to make a friendship with your coworker, and if you don't have a routine, you never stop to work. I believe that at home we work more than at the office, because you are eating something and you get back to work, or you are lunching and working sometimes. So you need to change your mind to separate the things, to what's your what you need to do for yourself and what you need to do for your work. And how about you, Rosalia?
Yeah, I agree with both, because when you are at home, work at home, you lose time. You forget the time. Forget the time to lunch. Forget the time to eat something. Because my son as in the time to lunch, but he said, I need more things to do. After that, I will lunch. But it's the time to lunch. It's the time to work. But he was working, okay. But I think it's when you are working at home, you work more than you are as you are in the company, because you are more concentrated. I don't know, because you are alone. And the disadvantages too, I think you feel more isolation, because you don't have more person around you. You can feel more isolated. You need to stay more together with each other. I think it's that, more or less that. And you, Angelo, Fabio, I don't know now.
It's, uh,
Fabio.
Okay.
I agree with all of you, but for me, I think the disadvantage is for only the most important is the friendship, because at home we don't have the continuous to talk with everybody all the time. Because I remember in my last company, after the dinner, I spent 40 minutes at the supermarket with my friends at work, because this is good to talk about family, and they invite us to birthday. This is so good, but nowadays we don't have this.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Fab, because look like, because I changed my jobs, like it's my third job there. During the pandemic, I changed job third time. And it's hard because, as you said, you don't make so many friends, because you talk to the person, you're going to have some touch, you have been in touch with someone just because the work, because when you are in person, okay, let's have lunch, so a person call another person and you go all together, you get people, and you start knowing other people that is not just because the work, it's just because the person is friend of a friend and this kind of stuff. And now looks like I just going to know like Fabio because we have work to do, a similar work. But if Angelo doesn't work in your project or something that has nothing to do with our with your job, with your activities, I won't know Angelo. You know this situation.
I sorry, say Angelo.
No, I would say that it's really like that, and me and another guy, we live together from the company that we worked at before. So we both work remotely, and we, for not lose like touch, like we have lunch every Friday to to talk to, and sometimes we invite another guys, like, so because sometimes you feel a little alone at home, and it's nice to have lunch with another person that works in the same thing, in the same area.
And nowadays I have a friend from the office, but she lives in another city, near to here in Petrópolis. She has a pool at home. During my call, I talked to her, invite us to your house because you have a pool, but she don't call everybody because she don't have the relationship with everybody, friendly. But I think if we are at the office, we go to his houses. But it's not so good to convince her to invite us to her house, like in the job routine, home office routine. It's not so easy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because it's weird, right? Okay, come over, guys. Come over, come to my house, and I don't know you guys in person, so
Yeah. She has fathers, brothers. It's not so easy.
So talking about this situation, let's jump to number 10 because it's about this relationships and isolation. Rosalia, can you read, please?
Eight. What are the advantages of working in person? I think advanced. So it's as we said now, is more is good because you are in the person with other, and when you are working at home, is feel more alone. You need to be present with everyone. I think the advantages is more. It is because I don't know if I understand, but I think it's that because you are working in person in the office, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I think it's that what you said before because you need to be present if you work with other person and the friends, make friends, more, you talk more with them. And I think it's that there's some more miss in this moment.
Good. Malu, what do you think?
I think that yes, remote working can lead people to feelings of isolation, especially if you live alone, or if your work, in your work you don't talk with other people, doing any kind of meetings or something like that. When you see you are just in a silent room alone, and you don't have this kind of changes, so. Or you need to get out and do another things, for example, go to the gym or another activity where you see people and you can feel less alone, a little less alone. Or you need to be in other kind of groups, as TNT, for example, where you can change experiences. Because if you I live alone, and sometimes I see my house is completely silent, and then I don't. It's, for example, 2 p.m. and I didn't talk one word. So what's happening? It's a little, it's a challenge. So yeah, I really think it can happen, especially when we was starting the pandemic. It was new. We couldn't get out and see other people. Right now, maybe it'd be more possible.
Oh my God, I've never thought about it. Like, if you live by yourself, sometimes it's kind of like it's lunchtime and you haven't spoke to anyone.
Exactly. Sometimes, of course, I listen a lot of music, but sometimes I just forget to put a music, and then it's just the silence.
Gosh, so what did Fabio? What do you think?
I think the most advantage of working in person is for example, if I need some help, I have everybody near to me, and I can go to the chat and say, "Hi, friend, help me." It's so easy. Then I call, send a message. Hey, you have time today for helping me? I need your help. But if I stay in person, it's much easy to get help, or you can share your knowledge. But I think the other is to make a relationship on this, the advantage.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you,
Actually, just a note here. When we are in the office, when you don't know something, hey, anyone knows, and you have a
yeah,
lot of people around you. Someone is going to say, "Oh, I know, I know what you might do," and now it's hard because you need to talk directly to the person, and maybe this person doesn't know, and yeah, it's kind of hard.
at my company nowadays we have 5 or 7 people is separated because they know about all the about all things in the company, and they are separated. If you need to know something that you don't know, you need to make or open a ticket to talk with them. But it's good.
It's working, yeah, but it's hard to learn, right?
Yeah.
It might work, but it's hard. Angelo?
I think that the things like the happy hour that happens before work, like when you have some beer with the guys, or make integration with another of every guys in the company, like uh, you don't know the guys from the administrative areas or finance areas. You only from home you only know your team or the guys that are close from your team. And another thing that I believe is that when you are in entry level, you are starting to work, I believe that you need to be in person, because it's really better to learn, because you have a lot of guys close to you, and if you are starting to work, is your first job, you are an intern or you are entry level, it's really hard to learn if you are from home,
Yeah, yeah,
because you are alone.
absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So, guys, welcome back. Bruna, Caroline, and Rodrigo, welcome back. How was the conversation? Caroline, how was the conversation?
It was good. Like every time that I make, so I like a lot.
Nice, nice. Rodrigo, it's your second time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it's my second time, and it was great. I can speak more confident than the last the first time. So I like so much.
Nice, good to see you again.
Thanks.
Angelo, so what do you think? How was it?
I think it was great. I really like it. I need talks like that. I believe that you can exchange experiences. It was just great for practice.
So good, guys. Guys, thank you. First of all, thank you all for being here. I just shared you with you our YouTube live. I'm going to send a survey here. It's just one question. There is not. Yeah. Actually, the question is just you need to give a note for our conversation today, and if you want to talk about something, about some specific topic, or if you think there's something we can improve, or anything you guys want for us to know, I shared the link here, and that's it. I really appreciate you guys here. Thanks so much, and see you around, guys.
Good day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Good morning.